Good morning to all the third semester students. Today we are going to have our first English class, English online class. First, I would like to inform you all that our syllabus is changed. It's completely, entirely the pattern is changed. So we have different kinds of speeches and we have different kinds of grammar topics also. So we have the first speech called Tryst with Destiny. Today we are going to discuss Tryst with Destiny speech, a speech given by Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, so Tryst with Destiny is a speech that is given by Jawaharlal Nehru. We all know that Nehru is the first Prime Minister of independent India. We got independence in 1947, 15th August. So a day before 15th August, that is 14th August midnight, Jawaharlal Nehru gave the speech called Tryst with Destiny. Tryst, in the sense, the meaning of the tryst is meeting someone secretly. Okay, going and meeting someone secretly is called a tryst. Okay, here Nehru is speaking about destiny, going and meeting destiny secretly. Okay, what is the destiny then? In 1947, what is our main destiny is that getting freedom from the cruel rule of Britishers. So we are going to have our freedom, we are going to have our destiny that we all dreamt for years and years, that we all have dreaming for the day. It's going to come in the next few hours. Okay, so in the speech Nehru speaks about the destiny that we are going to meet secretly, that is we are going to have freedom from the British rule in few hours. On the midnight of 14th August 1947, Nehru gave this emotional speech which made everyone in tears, and this is the one of the greatest speeches of the 20th century to say. So we are going to discuss our first speech of the new syllabus, Tryst with Destiny. In the speech, Nehru speaks about the independent India, how India struggled and faced so many troubles to get independence from the British rule, from the British colonial rule, and how Indian soldiers and how Indian people sacrificed their lives to get freedom from British people is the main gist of the speech he spoke about. 90% of the speech is about like how India was and what is India. Okay, so 10% of the speech he speaks about youth, how youth have to be responsible towards India and how they are going to tackle India in the future after before getting independence. Nehru's and Mahatma Gandhi's and all the freedom fighters, whoever we have, their main intention is to fight poverty. First thing is to get freedom from the British rule, and second thing is to fight poverty and injustice, and the third thing is to keep up all the promises of the constitution that all the greatest people of our country made the constitution. So whatever the points in the constitution we have, we are going to keep up all the pledges, all the points to be implemented, and that is in the hands of the youth, and it is the responsibility of the youth to make it. So Nehru and all the Mahatma Gandhi and all the freedom fighters, whoever we have, so all their main intention is to, first thing, to get freedom from the British people, and second thing is to fight poverty, and third thing is to keep up all these things up and responsibly. First, youth, they have to take up the responsibility and they have to keep up all these pledges that made. So in the speech, Nehru is speaking about India, how India faced problems before independence, how India faced so many problems and so many struggles to get in freedom from British rule. So here he made a comparison like how a mother feels, how a mother struggles the pain to bring the child out, how a mother gives birth to a child. Exactly like that, India is going to get freedom. India struggled so much to get this day that the whole country dreamt for. So here he made a comparison of India getting freedom exactly like how a mother giving. Okay, Next point Nehru speaks is about responsibility. See, getting freedom in the sense is not getting some kind of free, some kind of happiness. Of course there's happiness, of course there's a free kind of life, but still getting freedom in the sense behind it's going to get very tough also. That means freedom to part responsibility and burden are also going to come. Okay, so responsibilities vastayi, burdens vastayi, and all the Indians have to stand up at one point, and they have to be united, and they have to be responsible, and they have to fight over the causes in the future ahead. ఫ్రీడమ్ కి రాక ముందు ఏవైతే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయో, ఫ్రీడమ్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా ఇంకా చాలా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉండబోతున్నాయి. అండ్ ఫ్రీడమ్ వస్తుంది అంటే దాంతోపాటు రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ వస్తుంది, ఫ్రీడమ్ వస్తుంది అంటే దాంతోపాటు బర్డన్స్ కూడా ఫుల్గా వస్తున్నాయి. కాబట్టి ఆల్ ద యూత్ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ అప్ ద రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ. అండ్ మనకి మనం ఒక క్వశ్చన్ వేసుకోవాలి, లైక్ ఆర్ వి రియల్లీ డిజర్వ్ దిస్ ఫ్రీడమ్? ఓకే, డు వి రియలీ డిజర్వ్ దిస్ ఫ్రీడమ్ అనే ఒక క్వశ్చన్ మనకి మనం వేసుకుంటే దెన్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు సెలబ్రేట్ ద ఫ్రీడమ్. ఓకే, ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి అలాంటి ఒక ఛాలెంజ్ తీసుకుంటున్నామో, ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి అలాంటి ఒక ఫెయిత్ ఉంటుంది, మనము టేకప్ చేయగలము, లేకపోతే రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ తీసుకొని మనము ఫ్రీడమ్ని కీపప్ చేసుకొని మనము రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ తీసుకొని నిజంగా మనకి ఫ్యూచర్లో రాబోయే ఛాలెంజెస్ని మనం టేకప్ చేయగలం. ఫ్యూచర్ కోసము కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ అండ్ ఫెయిత్ ఉండాలి. Definitely. So when we are discussing this context, Nehru in the speech he speaks about the unity and teamwork and hard work. How a person have to do hard work, how a person have to keep the teamwork, and how a person have to be united with all the other people and cooperation. Okay, so ఫ్యూచర్లో వచ్చే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ని మనం ఫేస్ చేయాలి అంటే, అండ్ ఫ్యూచర్లో వచ్చే ఛాలెంజెస్ని మనం టేకప్ చేయాలి అంటే, ఆల్ ద ఇండియన్స్ హ్యావ్ టు బీ ఆన్ వన్ పాయింట్, ఆల్ ద ఇండియన్స్ హ్యావ్ టు బీ యునైటెడ్, అండ్ ఆల్ ద ఇండియన్స్ హ్యావ్ టు టేకప్ ద రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఈక్వల్లీ ఇస్ ద పాయింట్ దట్ Nehru stresses very hard in this. Okay, ఈ పాయింట్ గురించి నెహ్రూ మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు ఇన్ దిస్ కాంటెక్స్ట్ హీస్ టెలింగ్ లైక్ ఎవ్రీ ఇండియన్ హ్యాస్ టు come front, and he has to be ready to wipe all the other tears. That means నీతో పాటు నీకు ఉన్న ఫ్రెండ్ కి ప్రాబ్లం వస్తే కనుక you have to take up the challenge and you have to help him. That is teamwork. Okay, if you want the results, మీకు రిజల్ట్ కావాలి, ఒక వర్క్ లో రిజల్ట్, ప్రాజెక్ట్ లో రిజల్ట్ కావాలి అంటే టీమ్ వర్క్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అఫ్ కోర్స్ హార్డ్ వర్క్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, హార్డ్ వర్క్ తో పాటు టీమ్ వర్క్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. వెన్ ఆల్ ద పీపుల్ కమ్స్ టుగెదర్ and when all the people do the teamwork along with hard work, then we get much results, and then we can take up the challenges in the future. This is the point that Nehru stresses in his speech. Okay, the next point in the speech Nehru discusses is about Mahatma Gandhi. How can we forget Mahatma Gandhi when we are speaking about the topic of freedom, when we are talking the topic of independence? Okay, so India, independence, freedom, ilanti topics manam maatladukuneటప్పుడు one person who comes into our mind immediately is obviously Mahatma Gandhi. So Nehru kuda trust with the destiny speech lo he speaks about Mahatma Gandhi, but nowhere in the speech Nehru addresses Mahatma Gandhi with his name. Okay, so throughout his speech, wherever Nehru wants to bring the name of Mahatma Gandhi, he speaks like the greatest man of the nation, or the father of the nation. He is considered as a father of the nation by Jawaharlal Nehru first time, Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi's non-cooperation movement, or Satyagraha and Swaraj and civil disobedience movement, and all these movements evaithe unnayo, and all the paths that Mahatma Gandhi followed to get the freedom are just impressing. He says, Nehru says in the speech, like all the path, all the ways, all the roads that Mahatma Gandhi took to get freedom are just impressing. And today, if we are going to get freedom in few hours, did you remember that Nehru is giving this speech on the hour of midnight of 14th August 1947? So he's telling, in few hours, if you are getting the freedom, it is only because of the main reason. 99% is Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so all his paths, all his ways that he took up to get freedom are the factors that led to today. Okay, today, like we are going to get few hours, we are going to get freedom. So in the whole speech, 10% or 15% of the topic is on Mahatma Gandhi. That the next point that Nehru points out is about soldiers, how soldiers sacrificed their lives to give us freedom. Today, if you are having this much freedom in our country today, if you are having if we are freely having our lives, leading our lives in the country right now, not only Mahatma Gandhi but soldiers are also equally can be given credit for the freedom that we are enjoying today. Okay, so Nehru discusses about the freedom fighters, and also he didn't forget about the soldiers who sacrificed their lives. Not only the soldiers but many normal people who are like struggled with British, and sometimes the normal people like they took the against to British, and who spoke against British, and who questioned the British rule, the cruel British rule. Everyone were killed, or everyone were murdered, and someone were like suicide, and whatever the case may be, and whoever gave sacrificed their lives for the freedom that we are enjoying today, Nehru reminded all of them in his speech, and mainly about the soldiers and their families, how their families have the big loss of the person. A person, if we lose a person in our family, how we feel, like for no reason, like for some other reason, getting freedom, that is for fighting for the country, is just a big thing. So Nehru discusses about the soldiers who sacrificed their lives for the freedom. To the last, Nehru opined like whatever religion we may belong to, whatever caste we may belong to, whatever color we have, or whatever creed we have, keep everything aside, and we must give all the citizens of India must be given equal rights, equal privileges, and equality everywhere must be there, is the Nehru's intention and Nehru's wish. He advised all the Indians to avoid narrow-mindedness. Narrow-mindedness is something that we think only in the four corners and not having broad mind or something. So avoid narrow-mindedness and also avoid communalism, avoid casteism is the main intention of the Nehru's speech. Towards the end, he advises all the nation, he advises all the Indians to avoid narrow-mindedness, which hampers the growth and progress of the country. So that is very bad to have narrow-mindedness, he advises. So this is all about Tryst with the Destiny speech by Jawaharlal Nehru. It's in YouTube. The speech is in YouTube. I will leave the link in the description box below, so you can go there and check the YouTube link, and you can go to the link and listen to the speech, which is very, very emotional speech. And every Indian who have a heart, every Indian who have that pride for getting the freedom, will definitely get tears after listening that speech. So that speech is a speech, Tryst with Destiny speech, is one of the greatest speeches of the 20th century given by Jawaharlal Nehru. So definitely go listen. That's all about our today's class. Let's meet in the next class, and we are going to discuss another speech that is by Barack Obama, Yes We Can. Okay, Yes We Can is a speech that is given by Barack Obama. So we are going to discuss that speech in the next class. Until then, bye.